Hello everyone and welcome to another Retro Month video here this August. And as you know, as you will have seen, Retro Month is what is going to be coming your way for the entire month of August, where I'm going to be playing a whole ton of games from my childhood and just games that maybe generally have been long forgotten by a lot of people. So as you all know, with the few, only a few in the end, which is a bit of a shame, the Golden Games episodes that I've done a couple of games from my youth. But I've wanted to do something like this for a while, so I finally got around to doing it. Retro Month is all about these older games, and in today's one, an absolute classic, RollerCoaster Tycoon, plus the DLCs as well. This is the deluxe version, which is currently available on Steam. You can pick it up for like £3 or £4. It does take a little bit of tweaking with some of the settings to get the resolution about right, and if you're trying to record like I am, it's quite finicky. But we got there in the end, we got it to work. We should be all good from here. And yeah, if you'd like to see me make this a full series of games, do let me know in the comments below. Make sure you like and sub for more as well. And yeah, let's get on into it. Let's go down memory lane, start a new one. As you can see, I've been playing this a little bit. I've already completed Forest Frontiers, which was one of my favourite parks I remember doing. Let's choose... Trying to use my memory to remember. Was Evergreen Gardens a bit of a... Convert this beautiful Evergreen Gardens into a thriving theme park? I always have to remember as well if I want to move the camera around, because of the age of the game, it's the directional keys, not WASD. Right, let's take a little look, shall we, at what we're working with. Okay, yeah, we've got... Oh, this is quite a big park to play with here, isn't it? Chances are we're not going to expand massively across the park, but the thing I like about this one is that a lot of the nice decoration and things is kind of already done for us. Which is really, really nice. Let's see what we've got available to us then. So we can use the railroad or the monorail to take people to the other side. We're a bit light on... Is it gentle rides they call these ones? Yeah. Roller coasters. It's only the wooden and the steel mini that we've got to start with. Okay, we're a bit light on things to build at the moment. So let's up the research. We're on maximum funding already. So yeah, let us begin. What we kind of want to do, I would think, depending on where we want to start building things and how kind of spaced out we want everything to be, we might want to actually cut off certain parts of this park to stop people just wandering aimlessly off into the distance. So let's cut these areas off here so that people, for the time being at least, can't wander off too far. So where do we want to cut? Do we want to utilise this area over here? Maybe we do. So let's just cut it off there. And so where else do we cut it off? So we cut it off there, cut it off there. Can we go around this way? They can go around this way. Bit of a maze, this place. We cut it off there as well. In theory, in fact, we might want to cut it off even earlier, to be honest. I think we can probably get away with just leaving that there. It's annoying that it deleted the hedge. Let's put that back. And then... we're cutting it off over there, we can probably do the same somewhere around there. And that should restrict people to only this corner of the park for the time being. Are we open yet? We are open. Are we charging for entry? We're charging a whole £1 to come in. Now, I've got to remember, I made this mistake on Forest Frontiers, on the first map that I did. I kind of got into my head to charge 2023 prices. So I was charging like 25 quid to get into the park, or 30 quid to get into the park, and people were going mad saying it was too expensive. And then I was charging like £1, £2.50, £3 for a ride. Now in my head, 2023 prices, you go to a fun fair or something like that, that's not that bad. That's fairly standard, but obviously this is a game from the late 90s. It was never going to wash. So, right, let's start out. Let's build a few of the more gentle rides for the time being, I think. So we'll just start with building a few little things like this. We can build maybe on the hill here, actually. Let's zoom in a little bit, rotate ourselves around. Can we build maybe up here? Do something like that. And then let's change the name. And then we'll go... We are going to need to do this. Don't think it's going to need a... don't think it's going to need a particularly... In fact, we can make that go down a little bit earlier. And we go one more there, and then we can come down in between those. like that. And then on this one here, we might have to get rid of that tree there, unfortunately. I don't want to disturb the... let's keep there for the minute, actually. That's not quite what I'm looking for, so we want to go that way, then still go one more that way, and come down there. And do it like that. There we go. Right. Nice and easy. So that's our first ride off and running. What we are going to do as well, which I always find important to do. Have we got it yet? We don't have it yet. So there's an information thing, an information kiosk, I think it's called, where you have maps, and I think is it maps and umbrellas, I think they sell, and have those roughly near the start of the park, early doors, so that everybody walks past and picks up a map, and then they can navigate the park a bit easier. We're coming with a spiral slide off the gate, so nothing too crazy. Trying to think, I'll probably make maybe this area over here. I mean, this is gorgeous over here, isn't it? Look at that, lovely old stuff. I'm trying to think where to place some of my food replaces. I'm thinking maybe along here, maybe stick them in between the trees. That would kind of destroy the trees. Maybe do it here, perhaps. And then people can sit out over here. Maybe we can sort of extend this out a little bit like this. I'm thinking even, do we landscape that bit? Maybe we don't know. Landscaping is quite expensive in this game. So let's get a couple more rides down first. We do need to charge for these rides, so we're going to charge for a pound. We have our first person! Okay, we've got 13 guests, have we? Guest 13, but there's only 3 in the park. Intensity more than 4, so he ain't going to be going on the Ferris ride. So we need to get a theme park, a roller coaster down, sorry, a bit lively. Let's get ourselves another ride down. Maybe we'll stick... If we go there, that's going to be up on stilts, isn't it? Are we bothered about that particularly? Can we beautify that in any way? I don't know, can you stick fences on top of fences? No, you can't. What you could potentially do is just put a load of trees around the underside of it like that, so that you cover bits of it up. The entrance there and the exit over there. Actually, we probably want to do those the other way around, don't we? Can we? Do you have to delete the entire thing now? That's kind of annoying. Right, entrance there, exit there, and then we'll have nice and easy, straight down. Okay, we're going to need to straighten that one up. So we're not intending these rides are not massively popular, and I found that certainly in the other games, that in the Forest Frontier game, that the popularity sort of gets a little bit of a splurge at the start when there's not much else going on in the park, and then you seem to only get visitors who come in who actually want big ass rides. So at the moment then, we've got 11 guests in the park. We are going to need to probably take a loan out. Now, if I remember rightly, the interest that you pay on the loans is minimal, so you can get quite a hefty loan out. There you go. So we get another 40,000, and I'm fairly certain the loan interest is like 50 or 60 quid. I don't know which bank they're going to, but I need to find out where it is so I can get a loan like that in real life. Okay. So that's fine. So we've sort of half covered that up with a little bit of beautification. Let's stick a few, just in case people get a little bit sick after they go on this ride. Let's put a few few park benches down. We can put a few lights down as well, just to make this a little bit more appealing. Also get some. Actually, we've also got some bins there already. Let's get some bins around the place. And okay, so that's 2 down. Let's think about now, can we put in something a bit bigger, a bit more exciting? Now, where are we going to place either one of these roller coasters? Now, we could go and get like the old, I think it's the Crazy Caterpillar or the Raging Rocket. Which one is this one? Yeah, I think we'll get this one. The Crazy Caterpillar I used in the Forest Frontier map. So I think maybe we'll go for this one. Where is going to be the best place to have this, he says. Okay, so probably don't want to go over there. I think we probably could put it there, couldn't we? Let's delete these trees. We can put some of those trees back in afterwards. Can we go rid of those 2 trees as well? Can't construct here. What if I rotate? It's a shame you don't seem to be able to lift it. Guest 12 is lost and can't find the X. Oh, we can build there, apparently. There you go. Where is Guest 12? Should we go find him? Where are you? All the way over here. Hang on, where are you? How have you made it over there? Are they... That's blocked off, isn't it? How has that happened? He sat on the park bench over there. Well, that's your own fault, pal, because you've got into a place of the park where you're not supposed to go. Right, okay, so we've now got our first roller coaster. Where on earth did I put it? It's over there. Okay, so now then, let's get ourselves an entrance and an exit. We'll go for a yellow queue this time. Can we go underneath this section here? We cannot. Can we go that way? Go round the tree. We go back over the water like that. And into there, because this is probably going to be quite popular, so let's go a bit larger on that, and then nice and simple like that. Goodly done. And what was it called? It was called Raging Rockets, wasn't it? I can't be bothered to think of a better name for now, so we'll leave it at that. And we'll make that nice round £2 for people to jump on and go on. Now then, do we want to just add maybe some barriers or something? Sort of makes sense that we should. Can you actually add it? No, you can't. No, I mean they've got railings there already. I mean, it would be nice to make it look a bit nicer just to have that. But unfortunately, this isn't Planet Coaster, and therefore you can't quite have those crazy good looking attractions and bits and pieces. So we're just gonna have to just put down a couple of trees just to make it look a little bit more like it's meant to be there. We can place a few more back over here as well. Sounds like it's off and underway already. There we go. We'll take a little watch then. I cannot tell you how much time I put into this game when I was a kid. As sort of strategy simulation type games goes, RollerCoaster 1 and RollerCoaster Tycoon 1 and RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 are by a long way the most played games, I think, in my life. I lost an incredible... I even got my dad to play this game. My dad's not a massive gamer. He certainly is no more, but he used to play a little bit when he was a bit younger, when I was a bit younger. And even he ploughed tons of time into this game. It was just such an amazing game. And still holds up really well to today, I feel. I still think that this game is still pretty good even by today's standards. Right, what are we doing now? Classical Roman theming objects. Not really what I need. What we do need to do is place a few toilets around. Just in case people need to use the toilets. You can actually charge people to use the toilets on this as well, hilariously. What's the intensity rating on this ride? Okay. It's quite an intense ride. Medium excitement and medium nausea as well. So that should appeal to the vast majority of people that come into the park. Guests are commenting that your park entrance fee is very cheap. I mean, alright. If that's what you say, we'll charge them £10 to come in, since we've only got 3 rides in the park at the moment. It was the best value park in the country before I upped the prices then. Right, so I think we're going to place foodstuffs over here. £1.50 for a burger, I think is very reasonable. You'd struggle to pay £1.50 just for the bun at today's prices. And then we'll also place the ice cream there as well. And just make sure we've got some nice benches around the place. Make sure we've got plenty of bins as well. Any issues. What we do need to do actually is get some janitors in, some handymen. Now we're probably not going to do it right now, but I think we are going to have to do some work areas. I don't know what they're called in this game. Patrol area. There you go. We're also going to turn them all off from mowing grass. Because in my experience, as soon as you put all these people in, all they want to do is go and fucking mow the lawn. They're just closet gardeners, all these people. I just want you to patrol around the park. And everything will be fine. We'll get 2 mechanics. We'll get a bunch of security guards. That. There we go. And yeah, we'll have a couple of entertainers as well. We'll have them be in different costumes. Oh, we've got a Roman costume now. We can have a 4th guy then. I always thought there was 3. And we can have a Roman emperor. Is he a Roman emperor? Oh no, he's like a legionnaire or something. All right, there we go. That should be okay for the time being. Their work areas are going to be a bit scuffed for the time being, just because they're just going to be wandering around aimlessly. But at least they're not just going to go off and start mowing grass. We will do that at some point, but I want to get the basics of the park kind of up and running first before we do that. What we really need, and maybe I'll just leave this for the time being at shops and stalls. I really want that information centre, because I want people to be able to buy maps so that they know where the hell they're going. Because then what they'll do is if they get lost, they'll look at a map and then they'll navigate to where it is they want to go, whether it's a ride, whether it's a particular shop, or hell, it might even be they want to get out of the park. Okay. Have we got space somewhere for a nice merry-go-round? Probably over here. This is going to be a very spacious park, this one. Things are going to be placed all over the place. And now we're going to get this chorus of music now for the remainder of this game. But this was the charm of this game. This was what it used to always be about. Guess can't get to the entrance of merry-go-round. Jesus, give me a chance. I've only just built the damn thing. I might make the merry-go-round, make it like 50p. I think these rides are just so kind of basic that I think actually just keeping the price down is a good idea. Just make sure people go on them. I mean, at some point what we could do is actually just make all the rides free and just charge on the entrance. So we could do that actually. If we could just charge charge 20 quid on this, and then just make all the rides free. I think that's what we're going to do, actually, in this part. We're just going to do that. And if we're ever struggling for money at some point, then maybe we can start charging for rides. Maybe we just charge for the big rides. Maybe we'll do that. That's the offset then. So we charge £2 for the bigger rides. Every other ride is free, and then they can just spend their money on food and drink. Let's build some more stalls, shall we? Okay, burger place. Do you know what, the one thing I really love about this game when I compare it to something like Planet Coaster, is that in Planet Coaster, and I've spoken about this before, I really find that it's difficult to play that game with any kind of satisfaction, for me personally anyway. And what I mean by that is that you go on to... You know how powerful the building tools are on there, so you almost feel like you should be going, you know, mental and spending 2 hours designing something really small just to make it look the best it can possibly be. And that time commitment is actually quite off-putting for me, especially when I go onto like YouTube and stuff and I see these amazing creations that these people come up with, and I feel inadequate, frankly. And actually in this game, and it's the same with the game Parkitect, although I've not played it, visually it looks like it's along the same lines, is it's a lot easier to create something that's still visually appealing, but it doesn't take 3 hours to do it. I hope that makes sense. I love that the next research is in development is a roller coaster when I'm clearly stating I only want shops and stalls. That's really helpful. Thanks, guys. We could do boat hire, couldn't we? We've got an entrance and an exit. I don't know how this works, actually, this thing, you know. I think it's just like this. They just go off and they can just... I think they can just kind of do what they want. So what have we got? So you've got water tricycles, so you can have rowing boats, swan pedal boats, canoes, bumper boats, or water tricycles. So we'll go water tricycles. They look kind of cool. If it was a much smaller area, I'd go bumper boats. But since this is a hire, I think they should be paying for this one. It's literally the clue is in the name. Okay, so let's... just literally attach it onto the end there. And you can just go straight onto there. Lovely old job. There we go. So that's the boat hire up and running. I guess still think our entrance fee is cheap. I mean, you keep telling me that. I'm going to keep making it more expensive. Right, so we've now got the steel roller coaster, so we might look at actually building our own one at some point. Finding spaces to fit roller coasters in is okay when they're this sort of size, but when they're a bit bigger, it probably makes sense to have something a bit smaller. Holy shit, the size of that thing! I only want something a little small, please. It's only a little crazy car ride for kids. It'd probably go up here, actually, couldn't it? Get rid of all these trees up here and put some more trees around it. Very keen to make sure that if we do delete a bunch of trees, that we put them back some way after them, because otherwise it just doesn't look very nice to not have them around. So we should be able to go like that. So the entrance and the exit like that. Car ride, what? That's the most boring name I've ever heard. Let's call it the Italian job. There we go. Came out with that all by myself. So you can have sports cars, racing cars. Apparently it needs to be closed to change that. Or we can have trucks. I think we'll go sports cars. And then, yeah, we just need to add in some stuff around it like this. See, this is where, in some ways, Planet Coaster would be a little better, because you can actually put some stuff in and around the ride, or on it, almost. So that would be kind of cool. So I don't think you can actually really create much on this game. I don't know whether you can create structures like this and then put like a roof on it. I'm not sure if that's possible. And based on what I'm seeing so far, I'm going to say no. Right, let us go blue this time, shall we? Let's put that tree somewhere else. It's probably long enough, and then what we'll do is we'll bring... No. Bring it along like that. There we go. Go along like that, and then open that one up, and that one will be free as well. And once again, we can stick some benches up there. Benches around. It's literally you could be really random with your placement on this, and it still has the same effect of just making the park look a little bit more fleshed out, if that's the right word. And you can add... No, we can add a... No, you can't. It's got to be on level land. Okay. I was going to say, do we add in some... Can we add in flowers? No, that's got to be on level land as well. So we can't actually do any beautification on there unless it's a... Can you do trees on there? Oh, you can do trees on there. Okay. So again, just popping random shit down has the same effect in some cases as having this sort of symmetrical architecture about the trees. So at the moment, what's the problem over here? Why are we not getting over there? Is it because it was raining, maybe? Information kiosk. There we go. 26th of June. Almost done, I think. What are we? We are the 18th of June. Excellent. So we're finally going to be able to give people maps so that they can actually get around the park effectively. That is huge. So we can go back now to doing that. I'm kind of not bothered about ride improvements. I'll just stick on that for the time being. Right, what else can we build here? Do we want to build a steam train to get people around the park? I think that's not the worst idea. This would need to be a custom design, really. And we can maybe run it along here like this. It's going to be too close to that thing, isn't it? Okay. Like that. There's a tree in the way, apparently. Yeah, so there is. There's also another tree in the way there. We are going to need to go up here so we can go up and over the path. Why can you not do that? Oh, it's too high. Interesting. Okay. No. Okay, so that's okay. Probably go that way over there, actually, couldn't we? Right. Let's get this down. I'm going to put one there. Open that up. £1 for a map, £2.50 for an umbrella. Lovely old job. I'll place dot a few more of these around in strategical places. And the easiest thing to tell is how many people have actually bought these, is to then see how many people put up umbrellas when it starts raining. Right, how many? We've got 230 people in the park now, so this is actually kicked on a notch quite nicely now. Right, let's go back to our miniature railway over here and let's carry on with the build. I don't know how much this is going to cost. This might be a bit of a fool's endeavour here. Still saying my entrance fee is cheap. I like these people. They don't seem to have a concept of money. Right, okay, so that's one stop off there. Like that. Lovely. Oh, hang on. It wants me to place entrance and exits over here as well. That's not going to work, is it? We need to have a... like that. There we go. Let's go back over here. And then do we now want to take them over to the other side of the park? I guess we probably do. There's nothing really over there at the moment though, is there? So we could probably just leave it at that. I mean, you've got the boats. No one appears to be going on them. Has anyone even attempted? I can't find boat hire. Can they get... Oh, they can't get to it. That's why. We might just leave it at that for the time being, you know, and just have people able to get to this side of the park. It's only going to be one train, though, because it's all going to be on one track. It's not... It should be okay, though. Oh, no, it does. It wants a complete circuit. Okay. Just going to go on a long-ass journey straight through the centre of this park. Right, yes, lovely old job in between. This is quite a long leg of the journey here. Kind of don't want it to be... actually, it's not the end of the world if it cuts off half the lake, is it, to be honest? Let's go. Let's go that way. And then back across here. And then we can have it park up. Maybe over here. Or over here. What we can actually do is maybe we can just basically build this this railway as it is now. So make him come down here. But actually not have him... I need to landscape this a bit, aren't I? See about that, or we... Lovely. Right, that is now a closed circuit. What shall we call it? Miniature railroad. Do you know what? We'll call it after the line that is somewhere near where I live. Entrance and exit not yet built. Fine. And then what we need to do then is if we are blocking people from going there, we need to block it from like there. And then we need to build the entrances to it. Why we only got one train? Should we not be able to have multiple trains going at the same time? Okay, 2 trains at 5 cars. Maybe that's because of the size of one of the stations. Maybe this one. No, so it must be the station that's over here then. No. Two cars at 5 trains. So okay, is it the original one? Is it this one then? Maybe it is, but I can't make that one any longer, so it'll have to be two trains of 5 cars, unfortunately, which is a little bit shit, not gonna lie. Any way that I can make this station longer? I don't think there is. Because even if am I able to buy any of the land over there? No. Because there is no way of extending this, I don't think. Do you know what? Whatever. 2 trains of 5 cars. It's not great. Absolutely it's not great, but it's not the end of the world, even if it is a fecking long time. Yeah, that's fine. Need to go and replace all these trees I've been knocking down. That one's already done. Now we just need entrance on this end. This one's going to have to be a little bit more. That, and then this one. That's not what I meant. And it's going to come all the way down like this, like that, and it will cost you £1 to ride on that. Right, 400 people in the park now. That took probably a lot longer than I originally intended it to make, but hey, it's there, it's in, it's working. It's a bit of an eyesore to watch that, but at least some of it's hidden underground, if nothing else. And now we've got 22,000. Let's see if we can't add a few more little smaller rides into the equation. If we unlocked anything else, we've now got the steel corkscrew roller coaster. We've got the water slide, which we could whack in somewhere, actually, couldn't we? Should we add a water slide in somewhere? I think it'd be rude to not put it onto here, though some of these are a bit mental. I think that's great, but it's the wrong way round. I think that looks cool there. Not sure I'm liking the colour scheme much, but let's just match it up. It's a little bit. It kind of goes with the aesthetic of that, I guess, by doing that. Or do we make the outside bit that colour, and then make the inside bit greeny colour? That looks even worse, quite frankly. Oh my god, I'm making it worse. It was okay. It was fine how it was. Why did I change it? Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure about these colour schemes, you know. I've made this so much more complicated than it needed to be. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to fucking leave it at that. Maybe I'll come back to it. Right, we'll call it the Demon Drop. That was what one of the other ones was called. We will class this as a bigger ride. So this will be a cheeky £2. Then this is what theme parks do, isn't it? They make these mazy pathways. Disturbed those poor people having a burger. Okay, so that's another ride in. So we're looking pretty good at the moment. There's actually some people on my train. Love to see it. I'll say leave if another train comes into the station. We'll tell them to wait for minimum waiting time. It'll be 30 seconds. Let's let them get around the place. Maximum waiting time is a minute. So that's fine. Have we got many people? Oh look! Wow, it's a popular thing. Ferris wheel is doing okay. We're not charging for this, are we? No, that's free. That's free. Okay, we're doing okay. Like some of the less popular ones, or the ones I would expect to have not any people queuing, is kind of doing okay. I think keeping them free is a good idea. Could build a haunted house somewhere. Where do we want to plop that? Is that right? Actually, that's not a good place. That's not a good place to pop it, I don't think. Kind of in the middle of nowhere over here, I think would be kind of good. Keep it a haunted house, that's fine, and that would be free. I think I remember seeing somewhere that people were saying that they thought my park was still cheap. So we're now going to up it to £30 to get in. Should we do a nice big advertising campaign to get more people in the park, get some more money in the door? I think it'd be rude not to. And we'll do an advertising campaign for the Demon Drop. 4 weeks. Probably need to get some food and drink stuffs over here. That's going to be a good idea to do. There's just always something to do. There's always things to build, things to do. Build all of these things. We can do some. Definitely, we need some more toilets dotted around the park. Actually, that is for damn sure. Then what we'll do is we'll place some benches around, interspersed with some bins. Actually, we need to do that. We can put some more stuffs around. There we go. Okay, I mean, we might be... We're not a million miles away, you know, from... Actually, yes, we are. I was about to say we could open up the full park, but that would be stupid, because this entire section of the park over here has literally nothing there. We are probably going to need some more janitors. Let's get another handful of them. Oh, actually, I need to make sure they don't mow the grass, don't I? Leave the grass alone. The grass is fine. Look, straight away, look, mowing grass. Fucking bloke there. They're addicted to it. No hay fever in this park. Let's get some more mechanics down. Let them split off the way. We could probably do with some more security guards as well. Just drop them in random places. Right, okay, well I think that's going to do us nicely for this first episode of RollerCoaster Tycoon, the Deluxe, which is available on Steam for just a few of your hard-earned English pounds. If you want to see me make this into a full series, please do shout, but this will be part 1 of 2 in this here Retro Month. I absolutely adore this game. It's so good. I hope this has brought back so many amazing memories for you guys as it has me. This has been an absolute blast. Hopefully in the second episode we can just really fill this part with just tons and tons of stuff. As you can see, we're having a humongous up tilt in guests. Look at that line. Since we did that advertising campaign, it's shooting up quite quickly. So yeah, this is absolutely great. I will definitely be playing some more of this. Let me know if you want to see some more as well, and we'll see you all in the next one.